Good morning, I'm Neva Manu, and this is your morning news fix for Tuesday, 21st of April. In this update, flood-affected Wellington and Wairarapa are facing yet more heavy rain, with a red rain warning in effect until 6 p.m. Karori man Philip Sutton is still missing, with the search paused overnight due to dangerous conditions. People in low-lying areas have been advised to evacuate. A state of emergency remains in place, and many schools, universities, libraries, parks and facilities are closed. Emergency Management Minister Mark Mitchell says people need to be wary of not just flooding, but also slips. He says the ground becomes unable to hold any more water, and there's a risk of slips up to 72 hours after the rain stops. The next phase of peace talks between the US and Iran is looking more uncertain ahead of tomorrow's ceasefire deadline. US President Donald Trump says a group of American negotiators is en route to Pakistan for discussions, but Iran says it has no plans for another round of negotiations. Iran's President Masoud Pezeshkian says Iranians do not submit to force, and he says there's a deep historical mistrust of the US government. Christopher Luxon's confident he has the backing of his MPs heading into this morning's National Party caucus meeting at Parliament. The PM's admitted party links to the media could have come from 5 disgruntled MPs. But he says while he's not the person everyone wants to get a beer with, his entire caucus, including those 5 MPs, still back him as leader. The government's offering to help schools with the rising cost of fuel should they need it. The relief teacher transport allowance mileage rates will rise from 37 cents to 83 cents per kilometre to ensure schools can retain relief teachers as fuel prices rise. Schools with 100 or fewer students will receive a one-off $2,500 to help pay for the increase. Education Minister Erica Stanford says that the government will work with schools that need more support to ensure they get it. Stats NZ data due out this morning is expected to show inflation eased at the start of this year. BNZ is forecasting the inflation rate will remain unchanged at 3.1%. The Reserve Bank and Kiwi Bank are picking 3%, ASB and ANZ 2.9% and Westpac 2.8%. Japan's on high alert for another huge earthquake in the next week, following yesterday's 7.7 magnitude quake of the country's northeast coast. The quake triggered an evacuation order, with thousands of people told to leave coastal areas for higher ground due to the risk of 3-metre tsunami waves. The biggest waves ultimately reached about 80 centimetres. Officials say further quakes could be stronger and produce bigger waves. They say the risk of a quake of 8 or higher is relatively higher now than it is during normal times. In sport, Bangladesh have beaten New Zealand by 6 wickets after chasing 199 to win in the second one-day cricket international at Dhaka. The series is 1-1 with the decider on Thursday. Dean Young will coach the winless Dragons for the rest of the NRL League season after club power brokers pointed to a duty of care for parting ways with Shane Flanagan. Nick Kyrgios, who has not played a competitive singles tennis match since January, has added Germany's Halle tournament to his European grass court schedule as he aims for a Wimbledon wildcard. I'm Neva Manu, and that's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.